Hello, my name is Rabi Solomon. At different intervals in my life, I've been told that you're not preferred, or I've literally been playing the piano and someone else walked in. This happened several times, and the person, just because the person is better that walked in, immediately whether he came during the service or whenever he comes, I'm told to hand over the piano to him. I'm told to, yeah, stop playing. I remember one time I was told by a music director in a church then where I worshipped. Because the way I learned the piano was I normally play background music when the preacher is preaching, when the message is going on. So that was how I learned the piano. Literally, I just place my fingers there and just play some just some nice or just some cool sounds. So I remember the music director walked up to me when I started doing that. He told me that I'm playing curse upon myself, that the message is going on and I'm playing the piano. So it seemed to him like I'm using that as an escape route. I don't want to listen to the message. That's why I'm playing the I'm playing the music. As at then, the guys that normally plays, when it's time for the message, they go out, maybe to eat or do other things. But I just find out that the place will be empty, and I would just go and started, yeah, just playing the piano. And at one point, I remember at another time again, the person in charge, then the general overseer, was singing, and I was the one playing the piano. I remember he told the person in charge of the sound that he is singing and they allowed this little boy to play for. Okay, he said that he's singing and this little boy was allowed to play for him. So in fact, that day I cursed the day I ever thought of learning a piano. In fact, I regret. I sat down and began to think about my life. What made me ever learn this instrument? What drew me close to this instrument in the first place? I felt discouraged. I was in fact, you know what it means? The person you respect, like the person you hold in a high esteem. Yes. As a matter of fact, the general overseer of the church I was talking about at that time. So that's coming from somebody you hold in a high esteem. So he said that to me and I felt down, like I felt like giving up or not doing anything about the skill anymore. So that being said, there's a difference between when constructive criticism and just intimidation. Yes. So because that was what I felt. Not like anyone was trying to encourage me, you can do anything, but it just came straight that way. But thank God I did not stop practicing. I did not stop learning. I didn't quit. So I continued to play. Then after a while, I got so good that they had to stop paying the guy that was playing us at that time, because I was now almost playing everything he could play. That means I can handle the service. Just to put it in perspective, the church I'm talking about, it's over 500 capacity. There's a gallery. So what I'm saying, it's not like a small church. So that's to tell you. And I was very very young then. I've always been almost like maybe the youngest in a choir. Different times in my life, just I'll be like the youngest. So imagine a small boy playing for such kind of church, and not like he's playing, he's just going there to try. But I never knew that was destiny. Something was pushing me there. So I got so good, they stopped paying the guy, and yeah, the music director I'm talking about later phoned me some years later when he had stopped coming to the church, if I could play for him, that he has a program coming up. Then the guy I spoke about, that whenever he comes, I'm asked to leave the piano for him to play. So he couldn't get close to the piano when I play anymore. That's just because I could play way more. I went on another level because I could play 12 keys. I gave in more time, and yes, I just became more better. What's the essence of that story? Or the lesson that can be drawn from that is that only when you quit, that's when you're really a failure. And I can't change the way people talk. I can't change the way people speak about what they want, how they feel, how. Yes, I can't change that, but there's something I can do. So I focus on my circle of influence. I can grow. And I know when I grow, it's going to affect their perception. The same people who rejected you are going to come back, and suddenly you will become preferred. It has happened many times in my life at different points where I find myself. So the name of the game is not to quit. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. The same people that will come with their critics or give their ill judgments, or they are not bad people. They are just telling you how they feel at the moment, and how they feel about what you're giving, and how they feel about your product. And if you can take take out a, their intention and leave their manners, I think you become more productive. And what that means is that you become proactive, because you can sieve from their comments and find out. Yes, at some point again, I was compared to someone. Somebody said it to me that you can check the other guy. There's something he's doing. There's how he sounds that you're not playing that way yet. I thought of it. There's truth behind it. So I sat down and I listened, and truly, there's a sound that person has that wasn't fine in my fingers. So I listened and I learned and I became better. The rest is history. So I'm encouraging you, keep growing. Growth is always silent. Keep growing, keep building, keep giving out yourself. The reason why people can criticize what you have done is because you have done something. Nobody criticize what no nobody criticize what is not seen. And because you are presenting a product, that is why it is being criticized. So that is something to be happy about. You are bringing out something in yourself. Just keep doing it.